The reason Buffalo will need to step up the next time they see the Bruins is because the Sabres didn't get any of the enforcement that they saw from NHL disciplinarian Brendan Shanahan. Milan Lucic will not be suspended for his hit on Ryan Miller. It's our big story, presented by Sun Life Financial. Lucic did not, however, escape a conference call with Shanahan on Monday, where he had to explain exactly what went down Saturday night at the Garden. Lucic did get 2 minutes for the hit, but things figured to get a little dicier for the Bees winger with the news that Miller had suffered a concussion, and that's something the NHL generally takes into consideration with their discipline decisions. Shanahan's statement came via NHL.com saying, quote, "I had the hearing because I did make an initial assessment of the play, as I do with all plays, but I did have some questions for Milan, and I wanted to hear directly from him. They were regarding his intent. At what point did he know there was going to be a collision, and whether or not he felt he had the time to avoid the collision. I was satisfied with his answers. The minor penalty called on the ice was the correct call, and while it's unfortunate that Miller was hurt, I saw nothing egregious about this hit that would elevate it to supplemental discipline," unquote. NESN's voice of the Bruins, Jack Edwards, joining us now in studio. Jack, what's your take on Shanahan's decision regarding Milan Lucic?
You got it right. Lucic definitely got his 2 minutes worth, but as we said during the game, goalies are not fair game. That's a direct quote right out of the NHL rulebook. Not fair game when they leave the crease. Lucic clearly finished his check, if you will, on Ryan Miller. So this was a bullet past the ear of Milan Lucic, as if to say, don't do that again. So it is not, no matter what Lindy Ruff may have suggested earlier, open season on goaltenders who leave the crease.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of huff and puff coming from Buffalo, and it's tough to argue with a concussion, don't get me wrong, but according to the letter of the rule, do the Sabres even have an argument here?
Well, it's interesting. I had a conversation with Rob Ray, who was no stranger to danger. He's now an analyst for the Buffalo Sabres, a team for which he got 3,200 NHL penalty minutes in 900 career games. And he was pretty much on the same page that it was a good idea not to suspend Milan Lucic because Lucic was not targeting the head. Unfortunately, the Bruins training staff has a great deal of experience with the protocols for treating concussions and also what the NHL says you must do with concussions as soon as you recognize the suspicion of a concussion. And we've never seen a Bruin who suffered a concussion continue to play in the game. We've never seen a Bruin go to the room during the intermission between periods and return for the next period of a game. We certainly have never seen a Bruin with a concussion meet the media after the game. So maybe this was a delayed onset concussion or something else from Buffalo, but kind of an interesting backdrop to that.
Jack, as for Saturday night, it was interesting, and I think it was a little surprising, if we're being honest, that we didn't see more of a retaliation from Buffalo on the ice. Now these two teams get together November 23rd up in Buffalo. What can we expect then?
Well, is it coincidence that Tyler Myers, who was the 2010 Calder Trophy winner, the Rookie of the Year, was a scratch in Montreal tonight? I don't know. Is it a coincidence that Lindy Ruff is making a big deal publicly that Lucic should be suspended and maybe saying something else in the dressing room? I think that the Buffalo fans expected a response that they didn't get, and they're going to demand a response on the 23rd, much more than just Sean Thornton beating the pulp out of Matt Cook for the Bruins. I think the Bruins dance card is going to be full when they go to Buffalo on the 23rd.
All right, Jack, we'll see you tomorrow night. We appreciate it.